So many things to try and remember. So the submarines are doing a good job. The destroyers look like they're finally getting on top of things. Let's reinforce that guy. And that guy. And we have a new group of 3. Can we put them in there? I've put them in somewhere. It's fine. Right, that's good. Good. Excellent. Now then, we put some naval bombers into production around Berlin, didn't we? Somewhere around here. Did they get trained up? They're still working this over, but I'm going to take them straight away. And put them on port strike and that. And we're going to base them here. And they don't quite have the facilities for that yet. And land them over there. We've got 600 planes there. Over the North Sea. We've got the electric torpedo. Makes our submarines even better. We're getting to the point where we're going to need that, because that's now a bit of an urgency. And we'll go for digging stuff up, because we want to get autarky. Looking good. Looking very good. Alright, so at any point we want that things are ready, we can trigger the invasion of the British Isles. We don't have the naval supremacy, but that's okay. We will acquire it. Right, what's going on over here then? If we take a look. We take a look over here. I don't think... Oh, we do. We do have some planes going over there. That's fine. As long as we're covering it. For reasons unknown to me, the Alpine region is getting bombed. So, I'm going to be nice to Italy. I'm going to take 100 of these and we'll put them in there. And we're going to put them on air supremacy, because our fighters are doing nothing else. And we're going to put them to work. Actually, we've got room for some more in here. I have a feeling once we get into Britain, we're going to absolutely need more fighters. I think there's going to be a massive aerial supremacy issue as we fight for control of the British Isles. So, yeah, they've taken back control of the North Sea. That's fine. We will get it when they're not looking. Pretty much the enemy just moves their fleets around as they will. Actually, you guys should maybe be somewhere else. I've not used these in combat yet. The reason being... Well, there's no amazing reason being. It's just that I was waiting to change them into mechanized stuff. Never quite had the experience, and I'm going to go and spend some more experience now by putting some more cavalry into this. Go away. We're going to put cavalry in here, because what this will do, it'll dilute the armor value, but I don't think that matters. Save. But we should get more suppression, and our manpower, once it recalculates that, should increase, because we're using less in garrisons. A Soviet operative captured. And excavation too. Excellent. So we're ramping this up. Are we... It's July of 42. Actually, we're catching up nicely on everything that we need to do around here, which is very, very cool indeed. The downside being, we're falling behind massively on everything we need to do over here. But them's the choices that we make. Let's take a look at this. So currently, we want operations... Prepare a collaboration government. I think that's finished and done. I think that's absolutely finished. I don't think we can do any more collaboration governments with Britain. Is that right? We can do... why can we do that one? With the USSR? We should be able to. What's happening over here? That's finished. Oh, no, orchestrator crew. Not that one. This one. Did we not set this to... Oh, okay. I wonder if we had to rescue some guy. Anyway, I don't think we have any Soviets, so let's throw in anyone doing nothing, basically. Automatically repeat. And prepare. That we are going that way next. We should probably... I'll leave him in there. We should probably assign someone to do... Let's start building up an intel network in the USA. It'll be slow. That'll be tricky to do, I suspect. I've not used my German fleet at all, but don't worry, folks. I am planning an interesting Germany playthrough, an alt history one after this, where we will be focusing on big ships. We're going to rebuild the German Navy. That's a story for another day, though. Do we want to do this one? Cost reduction. Yeah, let's take that. We've got loads of air experience. Maybe I should invent the paratroopers, even if we don't use them as paratroopers. That way, at least we can spend that air experience on something useful. So once we get the boys in, we're going to have infantry support ready to come across the channel. You guys, 63 days. We'll worry about naval supremacy when we get there. And we will get there. And the mountaineers, which will be coming in, landing over there. Hopefully nothing in their way. It should be fun, this. Doctrines available. Are there? Are there really? Oh, we could. We could actually afford this one. That would be useful. But I'm going to... oh, what do I do? Do I take it? Motorized and mechanized. Screw it. Let's take it. Let's take it for now. It's always good to have those. They make a big difference. I need the experience so I can actually design my mechanized divisions, because they're going to be really, really good. Actually, what I can do is I can now change this. Yeah, we've got a little bit of these guys left. Change. And... change. And that's it. Those guys are now finished. That's good. So we've got the V3 multi-charge large caliber gun, which I don't want and isn't that useful. Well, it would have been if we were going to stay at war with Britain, or if we want to do strategic bombing just over the border with the USSR. I can't see any of those circumstances coming up, because we're going to be, hopefully we're going to be finishing the war with Britain relatively soon. What have we got? We've got some naval bombers ready to go into action. We may as well throw them over the North Sea. Put that and that on. And I'll tell you what we can do. We've got fighters. Give me some fighters. Let's go over here and put you on air supremacy over the North Sea as well. So we can actually do that. Very, very good. Things are coming on nicely. No political power to play with whatsoever. Okay, now these are going to be useful, I think, later. Not just yet, but later. Did we... Oh, okay, all right, well, I'm not going to complain. We've got some new troops. So give me both of those and add them to Rommel's force. That's a lot of heavy tanks we've got in there now. Make sure you are training up. And we did do this, and you're supposed to go into... There should be an army of only 20 men somewhere. Sorry, no, it's that one, I think, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got this sort of wonky front line here that's not very well supplied. And I think the front's moved on anyway. I don't think it's anything to do with us. Shall I actually assign them the front line? No, screw it. I don't want to do that. Attrition and supplies. I'm going to put them here. But let's colour them blue. And yeah, they can train. You guys can train, but train like that. Alright, okay, we'll maybe pull them back later and put them with another field marshal. Why have I got 4 divisions there? Why have I got 4 divisions of infantry sat doing absolutely nothing? There must have been a reason for it at some point. Probably just a hangover from the early days of the war, I would guess. Alright, my friends. We need to keep an eye on the North Sea now. And at any time, I can try and send the big fleet in. But I think that's going to be awkward, because my big fleet is not really designed with that in mind. Let me put 3 more of these guys in here. And our destroyers are having a very tough time of things. A very tough time. Submarines doing a whole lot better, though. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring up another submarine fleet here. Wow. Okay, these guys are definitely ready. We've got 14. Let me... If I put you in there, does that work? It does work. Let's give them a new commander. Should I go for a brand new commander? Should we start afresh? No, this guy's got some good attack. Let's throw him in there. You are going to be, with none of these skills, torpedo screen penetration. I will take that. And a torpedo expert. Yeah, okay. Not quite what I had in mind, but it will do. Okay, so you guys, we want to be on automatic split off. Yeah, that actually wants to be on. Okay. And you want to be just convoy raiding? Patrol? A strike force is kind of risky. I don't know. I'm going to put them in there. And we can throw the big fleet in there as well. We'll see what they find. They might be alright. I don't think I've ever used them in that role before. Right, 1942. Let's get the new mechanized stuff. There's quite a few things actually here to work over. What are we doing with this? Don't know. Click on anything until the screen goes away. There. It'll never come back ever again. It's done. What was that telling me, though? Ah, just the infantry equipment. Excellent. New infantry equipment. What are we short of in our supplies? We have loads of military motorcycles. I can reduce the production of that now. That's gone a bit insane. Support equipment, light tanks. Medium tanks are what we've captured. We've got a surplus of heavies. Fighters. Okay, we've got some nice stuff in stock. Loads of infantry equipment. Okay, that's madness. Could go armoured cars. They're things we've captured. Anti-air. Okay, we're actually really well off for everything. We'll leave this in because it's going to upgrade all the infantry equipment. The artillery is enough that we could probably add artillery into other things. We've got loads of mechanized. So once we get the experience, we'll create those mechanized things. The trucks, I'm pretty certain we can tone that down as a 6,000 in stock. We will lose some, though. What did I say I was going to shift out of there? What had gone insane? Can't remember. There was something that we didn't need tens of thousands of. And I can't remember what it was. Unless it's something down here. It was military motorcycles. Alright, we're going to leave that on. We're going to cut that down to that. That's nice. And it's floating harbours we're short of. Right. Do that. Floating harbours would be actually quite useful. Let's put another one in there. And a spare. And then the rest go in there when it gets a chance to stock back up. Alright, so floating... what do we want to spend this on then? As we have spare things. I guess we could just go infantry equipment. We have a lot of that spare. Let's put them in there. We don't care about too many things. We don't care about them. We can sort that out later. Right. Oh, this doesn't look like a good idea. We have a garrison division, and we have enemies attacking it, but doing really, really badly. So I don't think they're going to achieve anything there. Innovative warfare. It's 70 days. We get a bonus ahead of time for armour, support artillery, ships and aircraft. It's not bad. Shall we eventually subjugate the Romanian economy? What does Operation Sea Lion do? This will give us... Okay, let's take this. Let's take Operation Sea Lion because we are approaching the time for exciting stuff to kick off. Now then, how are these submarines doing? I've put them. I think I've put them on strike force, so that's okay. Whether they actually get involved at that, though, I don't know if they will. So I don't know if we'll spot anything. I'm not seeing any reports. Yugoslavian operative captured. Do you know what? We can just throw half... Oh, why have we got a load of these? Why have we got destroyers in here? This is not supposed to be a thing. Go back there and train up properly. I must have moved them in by accident. Right. Oh, we've got a load of 1940 subs. As if... I think they've been put in there, you know. They're not supposed to go... We've had this issue before, haven't we? The game doesn't actually put them in the right fleets when they come out of the dockyard. They're all set to go into the training fleets. Okay, that's fine. So I may have moved them in there by mistake. Ooh, if I send the big fleet in there... Oh, we could have invaded on that side. Screw it. We could go across the channel. God damn, it looks like I've picked the wrong place to try and invade. We could have gone anywhere else. And be on our way now. Well, it was only temporary. What have we found then? So the aircraft have found the big fleet. We sunk some, but it's not enough. Oh, the destroyers? How did we... Okay, we lost some of those. The submarines are involved at least. Well, we're going to... Damn, I mean, they've got some serious AA guns on there. They're shooting our things down massively. Are we sinking anything? Oh, okay. This is the time to strike. This is the time to strike. What have we got in there? Let me make sure we've got 2 destroyers, which we're getting absolutely nailed over here. Right. Massive risk involved. We're on strike force in there? Hang on. Let's cancel their orders. Are we on there? They should be... Are they setting sail? Let me see if this goes green. Does it say we've only got 1 strike force? They're on the orders. But they're definitely ordered in there. Can I not have more than 1 per region? Okay, we can. It seems, for whatever reason, that it wasn't going in before. They've now decided they are, but I need to be careful, because if they get involved, they are not properly screened. In fact, we're going to take some spare destroyers, untrained or not, and throw them in there, because they need screen ships. So that's I'd rather have some untrained stuff in there screening than not have them in there, because otherwise the big ships are going to take massive hits and we're going to be in a world of shit. Alright, we just need to watch now. And the moment that goes green, if it's going to go green, we are building up naval supremacy slowly. How are we doing for radar? Pretty much maxed out in that area. So we've got Operation Sea Lion. What's Operation Green? This will give us gains a puppet focus war against Ireland. Okay. Cute. Very cute. How is that a thing? We can still gain an annex war goal against Portugal, apparently. Right. We need to... Do we need to do anything over here? I can befriend Japan and get Japanese naval cooperation. We probably need to be looking at things over this side, I would say. These are both good. Factory output and dockyard output. Okay, dockyard output. Is that what it said? Yeah, 5% dockyard output. Let's grab that. Here we go, folks. It's just a moment of waiting. And we need to make sure that we do not get these guys absolutely smashed. They've been in action before. Oh, they've got some terrible stuff in here. They do have some terrible stuff in here, like old pre-war flipping mine layers and all sorts of things. We've sunk a big battleship. Excellent. Excellent. Well done, aircraft. We've sunk another one. Okay. Okay. That's looking a whole lot more promising now. A whole lot more promising. Still in July 42. We are well behind all this. Let's pick this one, because that's going to help all our military police and garrison issues. Come on. Come on, folks. We can do this. We're so close. Operation Sea Lion, with the invasion of northern Scotland, is about to kick off. I can see naval supremacy slowly ticking up. How are we doing down here? Our guys aren't involved in the fighting. But There's other issues down there. Lots of other issues. Modern oil processing. Good. Good. Hopefully we can get that bloody autarky going soon. Right, that's urgent. That's fine, that's fine. Aircraft. We're actually okay. We can hold off on going anything down there. We probably should try to get the Navy going. We're behind on artillery. Let's get the new big guns. We catch up there. There's a lot of things. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. It's slowly going. I need to watch these guys. I'm so worried that we're going to take like a massive hit to this fleet. Keep putting the new destroyers in if we get any. We've got some new subs. Okay, we can drop those guys straight into there. The raiding submarines. Britain stands looking vulnerable. Is there any other nastiness that we can get involved in at the moment? Let's just see where we're doing for this autarky. I want to select it. Where is it? Can't even find the damn thing. War production. Have I gone past it? It's there. We're still short of oil. Bloody oil. I'm sure synthetic stuff counts for oil production. At least I seriously hope it does. Well, let's pick that one up. We'll get whatever bonus we can. We've done all that. Okay, I'm just going to go for another wave of these. And make sure that we get enough oil. I can tell you how much we're doing, actually. We're producing... I think we're importing oil and we don't need to. So let's cancel that. Sorry, not that one. It's rubber. We don't need to... It's the rubber that we've got more of. So let's cancel that. We'll get the civilian factories back. Right, we're not importing anything anymore. So the oil, we are... Okay, so synthetic refineries, do they not produce oil? They're producing tons of rubber. They produce fuel. Do they not produce oil anymore? I'm sure that used to be a thing. Extracted, imported, production. I was sure that used to be a thing. They do produce rubber. I guess they don't do oil? Alright, okay. That's kind of blown apart all my strategies. Okay, so we need the UK and then we need the US pretty quickly. Or we go this way into Russia. We've got options. It's very scary having my big fleet, which I know is not quite set up right. It's actually got 22 light ships to 10 of the others. It's just enough. I think it's 2 to 1. I like to go with a ratio of like 4 to 1. Then I can afford losses. And I know the screening ratio will be absolutely fine. We're recruiting some dude, are we? There's a British guy there. Are there any Americans? Americans would be more useful. But perhaps a Brit. We'll recruit a Brit and send him abroad. That's what we'll do. How's it going over there, by the way? Did he get captured? Did somebody get captured? I don't see anyone. Unless I sent him on a mission. I might have sent him on a mission. Let's put this guy straight into action. I maybe missed the pop-up. I don't know. Right, okay. Well, I mean, I guess the next step... We're not going to achieve autarky anytime soon. So I guess it makes sense to go for the next level of conscription. Let's get some manpower. Service by requirement. This is massively going to increase manpower, but also going to reduce our factory output. So I think what we need to do now is actually get some more divisions recruited. Is everyone maxed out on the new style of infantry? They are. So we're going to have a 5-strong army to march across there. And we're going to use heavy tanks to punch our way through. And then what we also need... I don't have the experience for this. I want to convert those motorized into mechanized stuff. So let's go and edit this. And... No, we're not using you anymore. This one. All right, we can alter this. What can we put in there that's of any value? Not a whole lot. Logistics company. Do you know what? Why not? Supply use is definitely going to be a problem. And let's put some more artillery in there because we can. Bigger guns, more of them. I don't care how few we were short, how many we were short. Now let's train these guys up. We actually want 48 divisions of this. I'm sure we'll have enough men eventually. Yeah, don't worry. We've just increased the conscription. That will fill up nicely. The cavalry.
All right.
I guess we can use the cavalry over there. I'm not going to put them in the front line. And what we need to do is get across here and get all the juicy, lovely oils over there. Meanwhile, we wait. We still wait. The invasion of Britain is being planned.